Well, we're on our way out to Ely again.
Oh, this is one of my favorite places to go.
Ely, Nevada.
Right.
And the Nevada Northern Railroad. But what's bringing us out here on this particular Memorial Day is the memorial for Dirt the cat.
Right.
Just a sweet little kitty, the king of the shops.
Right, their shop cat.
And he's passed away.
Yes.
And today is the celebration of life, or memorial for Dirt the cat. We've always loved touring the shops here at the Nevada Northern.
Right.
But one of the things we've always really looked forward to is checking in with Dirt the cat.
Right. He's such a good little buddy and a friend, or was, darn it.
Doggone it. You know, the problem with pets is they just don't live long enough, do they?
No, they don't.
Do you remember the first time we saw Dirt out here?
I remember the first time we went out there. I'd heard about this cat, but then I got to meet him. He came right up to me like he knew me. He just come right up and rubbed all over me and acted like, hey, welcome to my world.
Yeah, we went out to the shop and he immediately approached us.
Right. Just we were on that tour going through the machine shop and he was right with us like, well, this is my shop.
And he seemed to be attracted to the tours.
Yes.
He liked seeing all the people coming through.
Right. Well, I just always believed there was this old soul residing in this cat, an old locomotive engineer that seemed to know all about those shops. And no, he was busy telling us all about it.
I suppose the principal attraction on the Nevada Northern has always been the steam engines.
Right, the trains.
The trains, but they've got 4 steam engines here.
They do.
I don't think they've ever had more than 2 of them running at any one time. But within the next year, maybe, there should be 3 of the 4 steam engines running, and that'll be really fun.
Right, it's just a historical place. I just love coming here.
Well, the yards, the shops, everything is just, it's like stepping back in time.
Right, it's clean and well maintained. It's one of the few railroads I've been on where I don't have to worry about getting completely filthy.
And they have a completely open door policy. Just wander anywhere you want to, just don't get hurt.
Right.
Well, it looks like the memorial is about to start. Boy, it looks like a pretty good turnout.
Oh, I'll say, look at all the folks.
And they've all come from all over the place.
Right, for this special occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Nevada Northern Railway National Historic Landmark in Ely, Nevada. And we're here today to commemorate Dirt, our boss shop cat. I'm Mark Bassett. I'm the president of the Nevada Northern Railway. And in 2008, underneath the rotary snow plow in the engine house, there was a mother who gave birth to a litter of kittens. And there was this little orange-white ball of fur that was the runt of the litter. Mom and the other kittens left, and they left the runt behind. And he got stuck in one of the drain pipes. And our superintendent, Angie, coaxed him out with tuna fish. And they finally got him out. And it was sort of live and let live. He did his thing, and the shop did their thing. The master mechanic at the time was L. Leadhill. And L, how should we say, was a curmudgeon. A very, very crusty curmudgeon. But Dirt sold his part. And Dirt and Elle became friends. And Elle was the one who started taking him to the vet, making sure that he was fed. And then he started getting adopted by the entire shop. I went down to the engine house, had to be January, and it was cold. And I walk into the engine house, and there's a white styrofoam container with a hole cut in the side of it. Okay. I walked into the machine shop. There is another styrofoam container with a hole cut in it. Okay. I went to the master mechanic's office, and outside the door, you guessed it, is another styrofoam container with a hole in it. So I had to ask, what's with the styrofoam container? And our track foreman, Mike, said, oh, those are for dirt. I don't want him to get cold. And Mike Caltura was our track foreman, and he too was a little grizzled, but dirt just touched his heart. And so for 10 years, Dirt had to run with the shop. He did his thing, we did our thing. In February, we have a winter photo shoot. And a friend of mine, Steve Price, saw Dirt sitting on the floor in front of locomotive 40. And he laid down and he took the shot. And then he shared it with our guest services manager at the town, Eric, and he put it on the internet. And the rest, they say, is history. And he just became famous. And to us, he was that darn cat. But he learned. He was down there when they moved equipment. He was down there when they brought the locomotives in, and he would plow the engine house, our big blue and yellow locomotive. He would climb up on the steps and pop, disappear in the locomotive. And I should mention how he got his name, Dirt. The warmest place in the engine house in the wintertime is in the cab of a steam locomotive. He knew where the warm stuff was, so he would climb up there and just get nice and warm. But it's actually very, very dirty. The crew originally called him Dirt Cat. Well, after his internet fame, we had to shorten that to Dirt. And after he got his internet fame, people started coming to the machine shop. And the staff down in the machine shop worked very hard. Maintaining steam locomotives is just plain hard work. And of course, they're very proud of that. People would come in the door, they'd be on the locomotive cranking the wrench, and the first question out of their mouth would be, where's the cat? And they go, but look at this! And they go, where's the cat? And so for a while, the shop crew was a little miffed that Dirt was getting all of the attention. And so we had to have a crew meeting, and operating steam locomotives in the 21st century, you better have a lot of money because they're incredibly expensive to run. And so they would come to me and say, I need money for this, that, and the other thing. And I go, you know what? Treat Dirt right, because he's bringing the people in that's giving us the money. To give credit to the shop crew, they understood that, and they all became guardians of dirt. And it was really hilarious because we would go down there in the morning and people would come and say, "Where's the cat?" It's a cat! And so we didn't always know where he was. But what he did realize, he was famous. And we'd go down into the machine shop, no dirt. After our trains, we would do a tour. And as the tour would start, here came dirt. And the tour would stop because who could compete with dirt? And then people would pet him, and guess what happened to their hands? They got dirty.
The first key to making dirt famous was not to ask or tell anyone, and just do it. And made it, it was famous enough or popular enough before Mark stopped. Especially on Facebook. And so, when I first saw dirt, he was dirt. He looked like he was going to come kick the butt at every second. Maybe he didn't pet him.
People would come in to the machine shop there and they wanted to see Dirt. And of course, Dirt's a cat. He could be anywhere. Well, one day, a mother and her two daughters from down south way come walking in. The one little girl was probably around 6 years old. Her sister was probably about 8, 9 years old. And the mother, all wearing pristine white dresses. Our machine shop was built in 1907. We've been maintaining equipment there for all that time. So there's oil, grease, soot, cinders everywhere. And of course, Dirt had the run of the place. Well, they come in and one of our machinists is there, Gary, and they say, "Where's the cat?" And Gary says, "I don't know." And so the young daughter, who's close to the ground, she's looking, she finds Dirt under one of the workbenches, runs up to Dirt and picks him up and hugs him. Remember, she's wearing a white dress. Her sister sees this and comes on over, and now we have a group hug. And now Mom sees this, and Gary thinks, game over. Mom comes over, and now it's another group hug. All three of them are hugging Dirt, wearing these pristine white dresses. Well, after a few minutes of the big hug, they put Dirt down, and of course, their white dresses are no longer white. They are covered in black oil, just stuff, and they're happy as a clam that they got to see and hold Dirt, and they left here just thrilled.
You know, one wonders if they ever tried cleaning those dresses or just kept them as a souvenir.
I imagine they kept them as a souvenir because from what Gary tells me, they were pretty much trashed.
There was no resurrection.
There was
of the
no
dresses.
resurrecting. Yeah. You could go up to Dirt and just pet him and your hand would come up black. So, yeah, it was just truly amazing. So it was fun. It's fun. And he touched literally millions of lives. When we posted his eulogy, it was seen by over 2 million people. And it was carried in the press in China, Japan, the United States, Great Britain, and Europe, all over this cat. So he just truly reached out and touched everyone. And we want to continue that tradition. That's why we're doing the gravestone and the bronze statue.
Beautiful. And you're still fundraising for the headstone?
We are still fundraising for the headstone and the 2 statues. There's a link on our website, Dollars for Dirt. And so we're going to get the statues and the headstones, and we're going to install one of the statues right here on his gravestone, overlooking the yard where all the locomotives depart from. So the other statue will be down in the engine house where he was born.
Now this is the wax master
This
here?
is the wax master. This is what he'll look like. So the other thing we did is we took one of the crown brasses and sent that to the foundry. And so the statue will have part of locomotive 93 as part of the bronze.
That's brilliant.
Yep.
I love that.
So about 2 years ago, we had this young fellow move into the shop.
Yeah, they call him DJ.
DJ Dirt Jr.
For Dirt Jr., yeah. And he's a sweetheart. And here again, he loves people.
Yes.
And being a cat, he mostly just loves sleeping here in the shop.
Right. He's been under some good instruction how to run the place from Dirt.
Yeah, Dirt has just turned the whole operation over to DJ.
He's got the right idea, though, right there.
But Dirt will always have a place in our heart.
Oh, always in my heart. I made friends with that fellow a long time ago, and he resides in my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, not me, the darn cat.
Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring. And we will see you here on Tuesday, because we have something fun.
Absolutely.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.